Hey, we heard the news. You were accepted into college and decided which one to go to. Wow, what an exciting time.
Yes, your advice helped me figure it all out. I'm on Easy Street now. No more worries in the world.
You're just kidding, right? You don't actually believe that? I think she's kidding.
No, look at her face. She believes it. Oh boy, she still needs our help. Let's let her down easy. Not too harsh, okay?
Okay. Do you remember that transition from 8th grade to high school? When your interests changed, your friend groups changed, the classes, teachers, the school was all different?
Yeah, it's a bit fuzzy, but I remember it. There was a lot of changes that happened. Some of them were a bit challenging at the time. But that's all in the past, right? Those days are gone.
Yeah, right. That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. See, you're about to go through another transition, but with way more changes. But you're not alone. All of your friends and classmates are going to go through it too. And all the students before you have already gone through it.
Exactly. The ones who are on the right track are using the growth mindset we talked about before. Stepping out of your comfort zone, being open to mistakes, knowing that's how we learn, and when we make mistakes, thinking of them as a challenge and figuring out how we solve that challenge. You have to have grit and persist after any setbacks.
And we think that it would be best for you to see what some college students have to say about it. Roll tape.
Walking onto a college campus is definitely going to be a game changer. When you go into high school, you're pretty comfortable. It's a pretty small place, it's pretty confined. When you walk onto a college campus, it's like you're walking into a whole nother town.
You get there and the campus is so diverse, which is so cool. You'll see people from all kinds of different ethnicities and nationalities and cultures. It's really uplifting, I feel like.
Going from high school to college is kind of a big step. These classes are harder than a lot of the classes I've taken before. I've had to change my perspective knowing that I'm going to push through this.
These classes, they require a lot of work to actually do. You're going to have to put in the work.
Make sure you ask for help. Don't be afraid. The professor, they're really happy to help. Just that they don't know how to if you don't ask them.
I did have a lot of help preparing myself to go to college. Having other people that you can talk to about classwork or even just anything that has to do with school, you can relate to others in that way.
There's definitely a big change in stress level because in high school you can be in the mindset where everybody's trying to tell you what to do. Once you get into college, everything you do is your responsibility. Those are your choices.
It's like a complete responsibility shift too, to have to do that on my own. It's a matter of finding what is a roadblock to you and finding other ways to push through that.
You should develop a healthy coping, whether it's exercising or going on a walk, for a lot of this stress because it will build up around test time.
I think it's important for people to get involved in different organizations and groups, not just within your majors, but even on campus. And a lot of people are friendly, so it's good to make connections with people. It really helps you find what you really like and what you're really into.
During the first few weeks of school, you just sit at a lunch table with other people and you can exchange numbers very easily. Other students are trying to make friends just as much as you are. And then you make more by going to your classes and talking to the people in there.
You get to know people that they live in different lifestyle from you. So you get to know them and you start realizing that we all have each other's back. Their struggle is your struggle too.
I learned so many leadership skills from participating in these clubs, and it's prepared me so well for the stuff that I'm being exposed to in school.
Living in a college campus does take a little bit of getting used to, especially living in a dorm, because you don't honestly have as much privacy as you had before. So you should really have open communications with your roommate.
I do live in an apartment and I do have 3 roommates. Those are your support system. Those are the people you come home to every day.
Find that one thing that you really want to get involved in and then build your way up from there and some of the other things you enjoy.
When you're going to do something that you love. Even if you come to college and you don't know what you want to do, that is totally fine. That's what it's here for. You get to reach out and try and find your options, see what you like, and once you feel like you don't really want to do something, change it. Change things up. Try and find what you're passionate about. You can become your own person. You find who you are.
I think the main thing is perseverance. Just don't quit. I mean, no matter what it takes. Remember it in the long run, like what you're doing everything for.
Start prepping today so that tomorrow it will be a better future for you.
Okay, I see now. There'll be a lot of changes, and everyone has their own challenges, but there's going to be resources to help meet those challenges. It helps just knowing that this is a big transition and that everyone goes through this.
Going into this college transition, remember not to compare yourself to other people. Go by what your needs are and use those resources available, like mental health services and health services on campus, tutorial centers and study groups for helping with classes, professors' office hours, residence assistants, which are the RAs in the dorms, and organizations on campus aimed at supporting first-generation college students.
These are all great resources, but remember, no one is going to drag you into the office to talk to someone and get help, and everyone needs help with something. So you need to be the one to seek out any help you need.
Well, at least now I have a more realistic look at what's in store for me. You two have been so helpful. You're both like the peanut butter and jelly to my college sandwich. You're like peanut butter because everything you say sticks, and you're like jelly because you sweeten up the peanut butter. Oh, man, I'm hungry.
Thanks, that's really, sweet of you.
Well, thanks anyway. This is so exciting for me.
Just look at our little girl here, all grown up. You did a good job, Jellyface.
Well, your nutty advice seems to have paid off too. Have a great time in college. It's really fun, challenging, and exciting. Just remember, everyone, and I mean everyone, will face the same ups and downs, so don't let anyone fool you. Keep overcoming the obstacles you meet, and you'll do fine.